the coverage out there will be significant and widespread, but I also have faith in the people of Ada County to take something like this very seriously and follow the judge's instructions.
1,800 people were told to come on down to the Ada County Courthouse Monday and Tuesday to fulfill their duty as Idahoans. They're part of the massive jury pool for the trial of Lori-Vallow-Trial, which starts next Monday with jury selection.
Vallow is charged with murder, conspiracy, and grand theft related to the deaths of her two kids, J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, and her husband's late wife, Tammy Daybell, in eastern Idaho. Her husband, Chad Daybell, is also charged in those murders. Judge Stephen Boyce from Fremont County gave those 1,800 jurors instructions, and they had them fill out a 20-page questionnaire. Ada County Administrative District Judge Steve Hippler says the judge, prosecutors, and Vallow's defense are going over those answers this week and will dwindle down the number of jurors from that list. Starting Monday, the remaining jurors will be called in groups, and then lawyers will individually question them. Hippler says it's possible this takes all of next week, and eventually they'll get to a panel of 12 jurors and 6 alternates, which is a lot.
Hippler and retired Ada County prosecutor Gene Fisher say it's been a long time since Ada County has had such a complex case with such intense national and international media attention. And that media interest, of course, impacts the jury pool.
The media coverage has been so immersive that it is necessary to draw that many people in for 2 reasons. One, to make sure they haven't been influenced by that and can be a fair juror. You know, we owe that to both the defendant and the state to have a fair trial. And 2, we're asking people to give up their daily lives in a lot of ways for, 8 weeks, hopefully 10 weeks. I hope not, but 8 weeks-ish, and that's a long time to be away from work or be away from your family during the day.
With 1,800 jurors, they're getting all of these questionnaires that are hitting all the major themes that both sides are concerned about in order to get a fair and impartial jury. And in this case, length of the case, the publicity of the case, the emotional toll of the case, not only just because it's going to take a long time, but because these are children. The manner in which they died is going to be extraordinarily difficult and emotional, and then you have the mental health aspect. So there's so many different themes that need to be teased out.
Fisher also says religion will have to be addressed with jurors since it's a major factor in Vallow's case. Fisher thinks finding a fair and impartial jury will be difficult. She says attorneys have to use a certain amount of sophistication combined with intuition, and ultimately it comes down to using their gut feeling. Judge Hippler says Ada County paused jury trials this week because of all the jurors who had to come down to the courthouse. He personally won't be trying cases himself during the trial because he needs to be available for anything Judge Boyce and his staff need. Otherwise, the court will be operating pretty normally after jury selection next week.
So if you come to the courthouse, you'll notice more intense security inside and outside because it's their case. Madison and Fremont County sent sheriff's deputies here. There will be check-in stations on the floor of the trial to make sure no one is there who should not be. Hippler says, as they've been doing for months, they'll continue to manage moving parts.
It's really a collaboration with the other counties that are involved from Southeast Idaho and with our team, and it's been a process of, conducting, choreographing how this will go. We're managing it by working really well together as a team. The number of people and agencies involved in coordinating all this is it's not just the courts, it's the Marshal Service, it's the Sheriff's Office, it's Boise City Police who's helping us with parking and other issues, it's the Clerk's Office, it's the Jury Commissioner's Office, it's the Trial Court Administrator's Office. And so it's a whole army of people and agencies that are helping put this together.
Yeah, a heavy lift there. Hippler says this trial could impact already tight courtroom space and require the trial court administrator to juggle where and when other trials happen. But that's not unusual in Ada County, he says. The biggest impact will be on parking, which is already a headache down at the courthouse.